And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. As you can see, I've got some nuclear setups going here. I've got 8 of these right now. I just wanted to get spacing right. Wanted to make sure my ceiling was high enough. All of the things. I've done a tremendous amount of prep work in working towards getting this system up and running. Now, I've done sort of some back of the napkin math. Let me get my notes out here. So it's, I've got a lot of uranium mining, right? But the train is going to be limited on its throughput. So I don't want to like go full blast like 2,000 a minute. Like that's a little insane. Yeah, that's a little insane. I think my computer would melt before that system was even operational. All right, so I've basically got a few. Let's go over here. I've got a couple machines up here. As you can see, I did a huge amount of platform building, very time consuming, but I've got a set of all the Mark III machines up here, and this is kind of what I use when I try to figure out my production statistics and how many machines I'm going to need, all that kind of stuff, because all the recipes are right here. Okay. So I'm basically saying we are going to try 4 on this one here. You can see 100 per minute uses 100 per minute. I have set to use 4 of these as the base point production. So 4 of these machines is going to use 400 uranium a minute. And it's going to produce 400 canisters or pellets per minute. And the reason I did 400 is if we slide over to this machine and we set the right recipe, of course, the alternate here uses 40. So that's divisible by 400, which means I need 10 of these machines, which is 40 uranium a minute, 450 sulfur a minute, 450 silica a minute, and 750 quick wire a minute. That will give me 350 infused uranium cells per minute. And then if we look at our nuclear fuel rod, not the alternate. This uses the crystal oscillator, and I think my production is high enough. I don't want to worry about the crystal oscillator right now. So this one at 350 is 17 and a half machines making nuclear fuel rods. 17 and a half machines is enough. This is a 0.8, right? So 17 and a half, if we look at the lovely calculator, right? I love this mod. 17.5 times 0.8. So it's 17 and a half times 0.8 gives us 14 fuel rods per minute. 14 fuel rods per minute. Now remember, a fuel rod lasts in a machine, I think, for 5 minutes. Like 300 seconds. I'm pretty sure. So 14 of these a minute is enough to satisfy 70 reactors. 70 reactors. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, 70 reactors. That's 175 gigawatts of power coming out of a system if we can pull this off. So this, again, 17 of these encased beams. I actually did it's 42 encased beams per minute. 70 control rods per minute. That one there is gonna be hurtful. That one's gonna be tough. 70 control rods a minute. That's a lot of control rods. The encased beam, I think we can handle 42 a minute. And we know we've done all those. So if we look at the control rods, there is an alternate for the control rods. I think I have all of the alternates unlocked. So if we look at the control rod, I think it's over here. No. Oh, yeah, there it was on the bottom. I saw it just before I clicked out. So there's an alternate here for control rods. You have this one, which is a 15-second craft, gives you 2. This one is a 30-second craft, twice as long, but it gives you 10. So this is 20 a minute on this. If you can make enough of these. I think my math here. So we need 70 control rods a minute. So 20, 40, 60, 70. So 4 of these, 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, 4 of these is enough to satisfy. Actually, it's actually like 3.5, but I like round numbers, so we're going to keep with that. So 4 of these, which means we need 40 high-speed connectors a minute. So yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I made this platform so big. It is massive, just because of the amount of manufacturing we're going to do. And we have this over here. One of the things I did is I went over and I Uberized the Caterium over there. So I upgraded the miner. So the miner's a Mark IV. And we have 20 smelters. And those 20 smelters are cooking Caterium. I'm splitting the output. I'm splitting it so it keeps the main base full, but then I brought a belt over here with Caterium because, as you know, I mean, just one of those systems. Which one was it? The uranium cell, 750 quick wire a minute. That's a lot of quick wire. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of that. Not exactly sure how much copper we're gonna need. I haven't touched the copper setup. So it's still chilling over here. It's actually underneath, way underneath there. It's way down there. So I haven't touched that at all, and I could definitely increase that. The other thing I did is we've in previous episodes we smelted the iron, so we got 2,000 iron a minute, and we were making steel, and I think we have 900 a minute on steel. And I brought it up here to make pipes. So we have a metric ton of pipes per minute right now. Like, it is, what is this, 40 per minute on each one of these. And I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I have 16 times 40. So that's what, 640? 640 pipe a minute I can push through this system. And I've got silica over here. I'm definitely, most likely, probably going to need to go to where silica is, and I'm going to need to just grotesquely boost that silica manufacturing up, because we are going to use so much silica, it's not even funny. So one of the first things that we're going to need are stators. We're going to need at least, around 80 stators per minute, I think, total. So stators are simple enough. I think if we go to production and assembler Mark II, we slide on over here. We could maybe squeeze in some stator manufacturing. So let's see what the alternate stator needs on this. Alternate quick wire stator needs 120 quick wire a minute and 32 pipe per minute. So one of these is not even using the capacity of just one of those making pipe. Those are making 40 a minute on pipe. This is just using 32 minute. So this is producing 16 stators per minute, and we need 80. So roughly, let's see, 16, 32, 64, 5. 5 would be exactly 80. 2, 3, 4, 5. And should we just do another one just for funsies? I'm out of concrete. Okay, well, that's a thing. Oh yeah, and I maximized concrete over here. just reasons. And I made a little mall. I went over to the main base and got all of the things. So we've got supercomputers, not a whole lot of big frames, lots of turbo motors, some batteries, some alclad, and some motors. So yeah, I went back to the main base. I did a couple trips, emptied my inventory out, and we've got a smattering of things that we need. So, and apparently somebody's car alarm just started up. All right, where were we? Stupid neighbors. Okay, let's see. We have concrete. I need to go back up. We're working on stators. So, quick wire. So 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these on alternate stator. Stator. No, it's not our stator. Okay, so 6 of these at 120 a minute. So 120 times 6. Yay for calculator. 120 times 6. 720 quick wire a minute. That's a lot of quick wire. We'll be able to handle that. Now, is there an alternate quick wire that uses 2 things? I want to say there was, but fused quick wire. What does this produce? 180 per minute, and that uses 5 copper and 1 deuterium. Or, because, you know, I have copper in the vicinity. I just didn't route it over here. That would be a constructor thing. Let's just drop one of these down. Quick wire. 120 uses 24 a minute. So 720, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. That's 7 of these. 7 of these at 24 a minute. That's quite a lot of quick wire. I might want to do the alternate with that, because I mean, yeah, I could just continually increase quick wire or deuterium. I mean, we have plenty of production. It's just power is going to become a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power is going to become a problem because, you know, as we get more and more of these machines online, you can see, until we get our very first nuclear fuel, I gotta be able to manage the power draw of the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I would like, actually, I'm going to have stators. Well, how many stators? 70 control rod a minute. And then the high-speed connectors. Yeah, this is going to get, this factory is going to get really big really fast. So we have silica. So silica here. That is a Mark 6 belt. This is pipe. So let's put a splitter right there. Okay, so that's pipe coming in. Okay, power. Not too concerned. Quick wire. Well, let's see. What can we do about copper over here? I know this mine is the one that's mining it, so let's shut this thing off. Now, what do we need? All of this is coming down here. And these are still Mark 1 refineries. 37 yeah, we have lots of copper moving potential here. It's just a matter of where we want it to pop up. Where's a good spot? This might be a good spot. Like right there. This is just in the way. It served a good purpose for a while, but its purpose is now done. Ooh, look at all the things that I have. Ooh, I've got a lot of... I didn't even know I had this stuff over here. Glorious. Okay, let's see. That could load off of the bottom here pretty easily, which could then... I wonder if I could raise this up. Is it right? Yeah, it's right. Actually, yeah, that's probably not the best. What is hitting there? Don't tell me those are encroaching in others' clearance. Ah, it's that thing. Haven't mined one of these in a while. Autosave. Okay. Now, that is a long ways up there. Yeah, if we move it there, we could switch it over to here. Let's put that more in the middle. No, I didn't want to eat a berry. Silly game. Alright. So, assuming we're just going to go whole hog on that. Now, I have no idea if... Yeah, we're hitting something. So it looks like that is more like where we're going to pop up at. So let's just go maximum extension here. All right, now I gotta work my way back up there. Okay. Can't get there from here. Now what I could do is route that. Yeah, I kind of want to route it. Underneath. And bring it more in line with the start of the bus over there. That's a long ways for walls. Let's see if I can get walls. I mean, I have the walls. I'm not worried about the material. Can I put a wall underneath? There we go. That's what I was going for right there. Now, can I put a conveyor wall mount on that? And then a conveyor belt? Ooh, I can. Ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, let's try. Maybe along this line here. Yay, light. Now, I probably don't want these to meet because it needs to go around this. Ugh. Up and away. So it's going to be on the inside of this wall here. And you can see I've got my iron going over there. Actually, that's steel. Iron is not even going up there yet. So, I think that's a good spot right there. So let's get some wall mounts on the edges of these. And of course, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Sort of there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there. Oh, and of course there's this thing. It's right in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's another one there. Oh. I knew that was going to happen. Didn't have nearly enough material, which is why I brought a whole bunch over here. Okay, now that those are built, I don't really need to go up there, I hope. Okay, so that gets me in the vicinity of where iron is. Iron is right there, so if I want to bring iron and copper up similar to one another, it's going to be right in this area here. So I want to avoid that. 1, 2. And that'll bring that out, and then I can go up. And then the copper is going to be very, 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 very close. When we want to edge it along this, so I gotta sort of hack the system. No, actually, no. It's this one I want. Because it's going to be on the inside, right? Ish. Inside-ish. Let's grab a conveyor belt again. Oh, yeah, I need the Duvalakis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do one there, and probably one right there. So you come to here. And there we go. We have copper in the vicinity, because I can just take this, both the iron and the copper, and I can just push it right onto the bus here. All right. So let's see if I can get my iron up here. Conveyor mark 6. There. Okay, so that's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I can remove that. Walls. Well, I think it might be wise to do something like this. 1, 2, 3. So there's... It's not actually lined up to anything. That was a miscalculation. Okay. So this one has to be on the 3rd, right there, in order to match up with that. Because we have the silica, and then we have the pipe, and then we're going to have iron on the 3rd one. Okay, so let's try that again. There. Okay. Now we're going to want this to line up. 2, 3. This is going to have to be the 4th high. We can carry over the belt. That'll give us the directionality. And this will give us what we need. Oh, autosave. There we go. So now I can take you, and you away. And we can actually distance these 2, 3, 4 right about here. Now, let's see if I can make that less of a stub. Over to the top. Over to the top. And now we have, or will have, iron and copper on the bus. So, let's get you squared away. 2, 3, 4, 5. And first things first. Like that. Okay, now we can hook up copper. Go all the way back down here. And mark 6. And that should drain that copper out of the system. Not even sure where this goes. Well, goes up there at least. All right, so we should have copper. That'll allow me to make quick wire much more efficiently and save me from having to spend too much power on more caterium smelting. Well, that was a fun adventure. All right, well, that is going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.